first thing we'll do is the sound okay? It's not too loud for anybody. It's good. If you're like me, loud is good. Yeah. So Angie's going to bring them out right now, and we're just going to show you a few obedient steps. Today's a little program, if you will. We've made this a little tighter so we didn't take so much space up. Today's program is going to be based about not just faith and obedience, but control. As Christians, we need control in our lives. We need to be able to do what these dogs are about to show us that they do. Okay, so here we are at the landing. And now, okay, we're just going to bring Grace out right now. Okay, these dogs are trained. If you'll notice, Angie, that they do all the commands on their name. If we did a command like fetch it, then every single dog we got, all 10 dogs in training, just go berserk. So our dogs are taught their commands based on their name. Now watch Grace as Angie moves about. There's nothing more that she wants to do right now than be faithful to her master. She's not really caring that somebody out here might have food, or there's a little kid that's sitting down that she wants to lick in the face. Right now, we got business. And my business is to serve my master. Wherever she goes, whichever direction she goes, I need to be there. And I need to be watching. I need to be attentive. My eyes and my heart need to be focused on my master. You kind of getting the drift where we're going here, folks? Everybody kind of getting the idea of what it's all about? Yes, it's about the relationship. One of the first things Angie ever does in training our dogs, she starts a relationship. Once they've bonded and they love each other more than you can imagine they love each other, then they start, at that time, they can progress and do really good things. So, now we may do something, we're going to do the leave it drill. Okay, she's going to do something now that we use in our control for our dogs. It's called the leave it drill. She's going to pitch that bumper, and you may want to pitch it this way so that those dogs in the truck aren't too. She's going to pitch it out here. The dog can't leave till she calls her name, but when she calls her name, at that time, she's allowed to make the retrieve, not before. Okay, now, she may also be tempted by that bird. Are we going to leave it this time? Okay, this time, guess what? Grace, leave it. That's sin in your life. She's told to leave it. And notice where her eyes are. Okay? She realizes it's there, but she's walking beside her master. As long as I'm beside my master, I'm not going to have a problem leaving that sin right there. Okay? You know, it's relationship. When you're really where you need to be with Jesus Christ, sin isn't nearly as complicated as it is when you're not where you need to be. When we get in trouble in our lives, it's when our relationship with Jesus Christ is way away from where it needs to be. When our eyes are upon the Master, sin is there, but it seems like we handle it a lot better. Okay? Okay? So now we've called Reverend to the group. It's important that you come when you're called, but it's also important that you listen and you're attentive so that you know when the Master calls, you're ready. Okay, we got two more in there. They're ready. There's Blaze. Okay, Blaze wants to go. Send me. Send me. And here we are with Faith now. So now, basically, folks, we kind of got to the landing, and we got our dogs out of the truck, and guess what? We didn't have them starting a dog fight 4 trucks over, and we didn't have them wetting on tires 2 trucks over here, and we're not at the landing trying to gather our dogs so somebody else can put their boat in. It's called control. These dogs have got to be controlled, just like we need control. Okay, we're going to be hunting today in a boat some in a minute, but first of all, I think she's going to do a few more things with do a little group heel and obedience. Okay, Grace says, hey, I'm the lead lady here, and you're letting somebody else take part in the program more than me. So. Okay. You want to do a leave it with one of them? Okay, let each one of them kind of get the. So it's very important that Reverend get in there and he behave himself, that he sit and stay. Okay, and stay in control. Okay, so looks like it'd be a fun thing to do, doesn't it? See, our problem is we've got too many dogs. I told you about how they get poochy lip when we start leaving in the mornings. Well, Angie was very soft this morning. She decided to bring more dogs. Well, I guess I'll have to stay at the landing with the rest while she goes out and shoots ducks. Unless you'll let another dog go. Who are you going to let go? Okay, we're going to let Grace go. So now I'm sitting at the landing with 3 dogs while Angie's out shooting ducks. But again, if you've hunted with a dog in the boat, you know that this lady better have her float coat on. She's going to have 2 dogs in there, and certainly in that little 10-foot John boat, those dogs are going to end up turning her upside down. You agree? You've seen things like that happen, right? Okay. So now we've got 2 dogs we're going hunting. I'm going to the landing with 3 dogs. Sit and wait. Unless you feel sorry for me. Would you let? So now this little lady's got 4 dogs in the boat going hunting. What is she thinking? Okay. We might as well go ahead and make sure the float coat's in good shape. And that we have her dry, changing the clothes at the hill. What you think? She'll never make it hunting back dry. She's bound to be turned over. So this is my buddy Blaze right here. He's my heart dog. He took over when Roxy died as being my buddy. So I guess he and I have to go back to the landing. You don't want to leave him. Let him go too? Okay, 5 dogs in the boat. My goodness. How many of you think this looks just pretty scary, doesn't it? Hey, this little lady is going to have 5 dogs in the boat. Okay. Now, she's doing okay so far. Well, what's going to happen when we start quacking and shooting ducks? Oh, and I'm not going to quack today. You know why I'm not going to quack? I'm going to be a drake. How many of you know what a drake quack sounds like? That's a trick question. Drake mallards don't quack. They make a buzzing noise. Okay. Okay. They're a little bit, yeah, they haven't learned their Hollywood thing yet, I guess. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit out back here, and I'm going to simulate Angie calling some ducks in and shooting some ducks. Okay, y'all loaded up? Again, she will be firing primers. Okay, so what we're going to have now, folks, is we're going to have a group of mallards working, and we're going to have a couple break off. Maybe an old drake's going to come in on this side, and she's going to shoot him. And we're going to cross our fingers that that boat doesn't unload with dogs when she shoots and this thing hits the water, because that's going to be a nightmare. Okay. We all under control? Okay, guns loaded. Here comes the group circle. There to go. Okay. Thank goodness the rest of the dogs stayed in the boat. Grace is going to pick up a greenhead. Guess what? We're getting ready for the cook-off. We fix to have, who's going to eat ducks today? Who likes a chewy duck? These are a little bit chewy than some of them, but they got a good flavor to them. They're not bad. Put a lot of salt and pepper on them. Okay, so we got one in the boat. We'll get that one ready for cleaning. Okay, so good job, Angie. You dog sat there. We didn't turn you over yet. Okay, let's have another group circle then. Let's see what can happen maybe with a different dog. Let's have a group on this side. All right, Lily's on her way to picking up mallard number 2. Boy, I can taste those rascals now, wrapped up in some bacon. And so Lily's headed back to the boat, and the rest of the dogs are behaving. There we go. Good job, Lily. Okay.
She don't want to turn it loose.
Now, where Angie's really good at is training geese. You see how good she's doing with these guys out here? Yeah. If you got chickens or guinea fowl at home, let us know. She'll train them for you. Okay. All right, Angie, you shot 2 birds. And your dogs they've done okay. They've sat still. So I'm gonna give you one more chance at that thing. I'm not tempting you necessarily, but I just want to see if 3 dogs might do that. Okay. So let's try another single to my right.
She's going next. She won't move them till she tells.
Okay, Faith is getting to go after this one.
She's probably already been.
She's very fortunate. She's getting a little work for every dog she brought today. That's pretty lucky. Then a lot of times they don't get to fire the gun, but she's working every dog, and they're behaving. These birds are working, and they're sitting still. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. I got another little trick here I think I'm going to check you out with. You got your gun loaded up? How many? Got 2? All right. There any game wardens here? Where are the game wardens? I think this lady's fixing to kill over the limit. All right, here's what I want, a little scenario for this time, Angie. Let's say that we're here, it's real quiet, and we say, what's that? We look up, we got a group circle. And this group circles, and it comes over here. Big old green head puts his orange feet out. Boom, you drop him right over here on the side of the decoys. And let's just say you obviously would send a dog, and he would go pick him up. But then what if we had another group start working this side that came from another direction? All right, don't you think this dog is going to scare these ducks off when it's out here splashing and moving around? That could happen. If you were to shoot another bird over here, can you make that dog stop on the way back so that this bird can work and be shot? You think? Nah, that's pretty serious stuff there now. All right, let's see. Okay, you see where we're going, folks? We're going to have a group of birds work over here. We're going to shoot him. She's going to send a dog, and hopefully she can stop him on the way back because there's getting ready to be another group shot over here. Okay, and she doesn't want this group that's circling to be frightened, spooked by this dog coming in and working across the logs and whatever he might be going through. Okay? Okay? Make sure we've got enough bullets in that thing. You all set? Okay. Right. Well, I think I hear some. Here we go. Keep your head down. Don't look up. Here we go. Blaze gets to go after this one. Okay, here he goes. More duck circling, Angie. More duck circling. Here we go. More duck circling. Okay. Watch this dog, Blaze. Good job. Okay.